Hey, Roman Trester here with Peak Fitness, and today guys is another 2 in 10 video. And today's 2 in 10 is leg day. So I'm going to show you 2 leg exercises that you can do in 10 minutes. So like I stated in the introduction, today guys is another 2 in 10 video and it's a leg day. So first and foremost guys, Peak Fitness is always about doing things at home with no gym equipment or without going to the gym and saving you time and money and a lot of that stuff. Or you can use stuff that you may find at home to do a lot of these workouts. But in the 2 in 10 series guys, this is geared towards for both people who work out at home and at the gym. So what does the 2 in 10, what exercises qualify to be in the 2 in 10 workouts? Well, they have to be 2 exercises that you can do in 10 minutes that's gonna hit the majority of that particular group of muscles. So for example, today's legs, we have to have 2 exercises that can hit almost all of the leg muscles. So with that guys, let's get started. So the first exercise that I want to talk to you guys about is the squat. So the squat is a great workout to do for any leg workout, period. The squat is a compound exercise, meaning it uses 2 or more joints, so it's gonna activate a lot more muscle groups. So we're not actually isolating one particular muscle group. The squat is going to engage your quads, your hamstrings, your abductors, as well as your calf muscles and even your shins, okay? So it's gonna work both the posterior and the anterior chain of your muscle group. As well guys, it's also going to engage some of your hip flexors and in your lower back ends to help stabilize the core. So it's gonna give you a lot more bang for your buck than most other workouts. Now if you're at home guys, you can go ahead and just do regular body weight squats. Now how to do a regular body weight squat properly, stand with your feet roughly around shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. Have your toes point out right around 30 to 35 degrees out an angle. Next, you want to break at the knees and the hips at the same time going straight down. Keep the weight right in the middle of the foot. Don't have too much weight on the balls of the feet or on the toes or on the heels. Also, try not to allow the knees to go over or past the toes too much. You can really risk injuring your knees that way. Now, when you go down, think about the knees being pushed out to the side. Don't allow them to buckle in towards each other. If that's the case, start doing that, you got some weak abductors, and hopefully just stick with the body weight exercises. That will start to help strengthen the abductor muscles. Now, once you're pretty sure your knees are in the correct position, go down to about parallel with the ground. For today, guys, don't worry about breaking parallel where you get what they may say ass to the grass. Sorry for the language. All right, we don't really worry about that right now. Just get to parallel, with meaning where your hamstrings are parallel with the ground. Next, you want to go ahead and think about pushing with your lower back up, but keep your chest pointed up, looking up at about a 60-degree angle. All right, so that way you're not leading with your chest necessarily, but you're also not keeping your chest down where you're almost doing a good morning. And you wanna go all the way up. When you go all the way up, think about contracting your butt muscles, your glutes, that way you can also work your glutes, and you'll tighten your glutes and your hamstrings and your quads, so that way you get a full contraction. And that is how you do the squat. Now the same is going to apply if you're using a dumbbell or barbell, if you're at the gym, except it may be a little different depending on the position of the barbell. If you're using a barbell, just make sure the weight is going straight up and down. So depending on if you have a high bar or a low bar or even front loaded, that weight is what needs to go up and down. So make sure the weight is not kind of swaying forward and backwards as you do the squat, all right? So that the best stability you're gonna have is that weight goes straight up and down. So if you're doing a low bar squat, make sure the bar is right around the bottom of your scapula there. And as you go down again, all right, you may be needing to lean forward a little bit so that the weight goes straight down. And then same thing on the way up. You may be slightly more forward than you feel comfortable with, but as long as that weight goes up and down, you're gonna be okay. Now, if you're not sure how to properly do squats with barbells or anything like that, try some of these other alternate exercises first to get your confidence up. Some of these can be doing using a backpack. A backpack loaded on your back can help add additional weight. Or you can take the backpack and add it to the front so it's front loaded. So you kind of get more of a front load or front bar squat there. You can use dumbbells off to the sides, or even goblet squats. So if you've never used a weight before, I highly recommend using goblet squats. Now, a goblet squat is where you hold a dumbbell, a kettlebell, or some kind of heavy weight with both hands to the front of your body. And as you go down, you can use your elbows as an indicator that you've gone far enough by making sure they touch your knees. And the good thing about the goblet squat is it almost puts you in the best squat position possible. You're gonna be your body's gonna be leaning in the right angle. You're gonna have enough weight to start stressing the muscle so that way you can get a good leg workout. Now, as soon as you're done doing a squat and you've reached muscle fatigue or failure on this particular set, you wanna go right away into the next exercise. And that next exercise, guys, is the calf raise. Now, when you do the calf raise, make sure you have something that's slightly elevated. If you don't, that's fine. The flat floor is better than doing nothing at all. But if you have something that you can be standing on, like a door jamb, some blocks, dumbbells, or something that you can be elevated on, that'd be the best solution there, because then your heels will be on the ground and your toes will be on the blocks. And then you're gonna get a bigger and greater stretch on your calf, which means you're gonna get a harder, fuller contraction on the calves. Now, when you go up, think about keeping your glutes, your butt, good and tight. And then as you raise up, you wanna raise up using your heels. Think about pushing those heels up. When you get to the top of the calf raise, go ahead and hold it there for a second so you can really feel that contraction, and then slowly lower back down. Body weight is just fine. If you want, you can add some dumbbells to add weight, or a backpack, or whatever you want, a couple of water jugs, that's fine. As soon as your calves start to get tired and hit muscle fatigue, go right away back into the squat. And then as soon as you're done with that, right away back into the calf raises. You're gonna do those back and forth for 10 full minutes. As soon as that's done, guys, your workout is done. So that's it, guys. That's our 2 and 10 for our legs today. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions, go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to click subscribe and click that bell, that way you can get more notifications when videos come out. With that, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.